Imagine going to school for a normal day and suddenly the entire city turns into a massive ocean. The water is racing past, cars are floating away, and you are trapped on the top floor with your classmates. This actually happened during a massive flood incident in China, and what the rescue teams did to save hundreds of trapped students will give you actual goosebumps. This is not a movie, guys. This is a real life story of a pure bravery and survival. Hit that safe but so where did it happen? This crazy disaster hit massive sudden a record-breaking rainstorm. It's rained so hard that in just 24 hours, the city got a whole year's worth of water. The city drainage system completely failed. In just a few hours, the busy streets turns into the danger rushing rivers, swallowing cars and buses. The worst part, a local primary school located in a low-lying area of the city was right in the middle of the flood zone. Hundreds of young students and their teacher were stuck inside. The water flooded the first floor instantly. Electricity went out. The kids were terrified, crying, and crowded together on the higher floors, watching the water get closer and closer. It was a race against time, but the situation went up from a bad to an absolutely nightmare. Right near the flooded school area, there was a local snake breeding facility, a place where they raised hundreds of snakes. Because of the flood, waters hit the building with insane force. The cage broke open and hundreds of snakes escaped directly into the flood water. So now the water isn't just freezing and dirty, it's also filled with swimming snakes. The rescue teams didn't just have to fight the strong current, they also had to watch out for snakes in the water while trying to keep the terrified kid calm. This was a pure chaos, guys. But then the real heroes arrived. First responder, fighters, and military teams rushed to the scene. The condition was crazy dangerous because the water current was strong enough to flit over normal boats, and the snake threats made everyone super nervous. But these officers did not care. They launched a large, heavy-duty rescue boats and jet skis into the rushing water. They moved through floating cars and broken tiers just to react to school. When the kids saw the bright orange jacket of the rescue team through the window, everyone started cheering. Hope was finally there. Now this is where the rescue team show absolutely out skills. Because the water was too wild, they could just park the boat safely by the stairs. They had to think fast. The rescue literally built human chains in the freezing water, holding onto ropes to stay steady. Officers climbed through window, carried the smaller kids on the shoulders one by one, and wrapped them in a warm blanket. For the older students, they built temporary floating bridge using special gear. The officer was exhausted, fighting the freezing, dirty water for hours without a break, but they refused to leave a single student behind. Their energy was unmatched. What makes this real life even more emotional, I heard a video that went viral after. You can see the teacher risking their own safety to make sure every single student got on the rescue boat first. There's one clip where the exhausted firefighter gave his own jacket to one scared kid and just smiled to calm his down. This is a final when the boats finally reached safe Rhineland. Parents were crying and hugging the officer, and thanks to the lights, fast reaction and absolutely bravery. Yeah, honestly, the rescue teams deserve their incredible work. No cap, they're the definition of real life superheroes.